Welcome to our lesson 9. This is about adding, subtracting, multiplying and dividing functions, which means that if two functions are given, then how can we combine them in different order. So these are the thing. Some homework solutions we will try to review. Then optional practice. This is also from review. So how do you work with this kind of operations? How do we do these things? We'll try to discuss. Then review of some algebra, domain of combined functions. So here in this topic we will try to combine them. Then as usual practice. So first of all, these are the maths that we said that this will be our homework. So if you finished the homeworks, then you can just check if they are right or wrong. 21 number, let's say 21 number. These all are from section 2.1 from the Sullivan book, and of course from our PDF version. Okay, math number will match that way. So first one is 21 number. Is this the question is this a function? What is the domain and range? So these are the domain and range for 24, 57, 58, and these are the maths, and then 41 number that we said for our homeworks. Like this function is given. If you put x equals to 0, what you get. If you put x equals to -1 in this function, then what we get. X plus 1 here, then what we get. This kind of thing in this maths. Basically, we have to put the given value in the given function. Okay. And these are related to finding domain and range from the given functions. This is another maths from our, this is also a review maths related to gravity on Jupiter. So a function is given h of x equals to 20 minus 13x squared. Question is if x equals to 1, then what is the height? X is the second. So that means in the first second, what is the height? If x equals to 1.1, what is the value? 1.2, what is the value? That means for this value, x equals to 1, we have to put 1 first. So 13 into 1 means 13, 20 minus 13 means 7. So basically we are putting the value. Suppose for this h of 1.1, we have to put 1.1 here and then continue the calculations. This one is h of x equals to 15 given. In the book you will see actually in this maths for the gravity on Jupiter, this maths they said that if height is 15, then x equals to what? So this is how we solve. We have to put 15 in this side, then we solve x equals to what? What is the time? Okay. Then what is the value of h of x on the ground? What is the value of h of x? H of x means height. So height on the ground is 0 because on the ground means there is no height. This is 0. So for C number question, we have to put 0 here and then do the math. This is review maths. Do you understand? These are review maths. If you open the book and you will see that this maths gravity on Jupiter. This is in our previous lesson we said that this is a challenge math. So this is how we do it. Do the challenge math. For the C number, part C, we have to put 0 this side because of the ground. Then we have to find out x equals to what. That means when this rock will fall on the ground. This is what we are trying to find out. That means when time is 1.24 second, at that time the ball will hit the ground. This is what it means. So this is a review from our previous lesson. Now let's look at a couple of basic thing about how do we do mathematical operation. How do we do this? So if like f of x equals to twice x plus 8, and then some number is given, let's say x equals to 2, how do you do the calculation? This kind of thing, very basic calculation skills. How do we multiply? How do we add? For example, if f of x equals to twice x plus 8, g of x equals to 4x. So two functions given here. One function is this, another function is this. Two functions given here. Now if we say that, okay, f of x minus 5 equal to what? So it means that this is our f of x. Then we have to write, okay, f of x minus 5. So minus 5 here. Then this means 8 minus 5, because number we can subtract, so it will be twice x. 8 minus 5 means 3, so twice x plus 3, which is written here. And gx divided by 2, so gx is 4x, gx is 4x, so 4x divided by 2, 4x divided by 2 means twice x, so this and this cancel out, then we get 2, then x is here, so we have to write x here. So this is how we combine two functions. Then if someone says, okay, fx plus gx equals to what, that means we have to write this plus this, then we can simplify it. Same thing goes with everything. This is gx divided by fx, so gx is this thing divided by fx, so gx is twice x divided by twice x plus 8. So 2 we can take common, then we can cancel out 2 from the both numerator and denominator. This is the final solution. Let me show you this last one. Gx divided by fx, so gx is which one? Gx is this one, 4x, so 4x, then downside is twice x plus 8, so twice x plus 8, fx is twice x plus 8, but we can take 2 common from the downside, so it becomes x plus 4 if we take 2 common. And this is twice x plus 8, so we can take 2 common from the both number because 2 is common there. And then we can cancel out this and this, so we get twice x divided by twice, we get twice x divided by x plus 4, we get this. So these are the examples, like how do we combine two functions. Okay, if some function, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, this is how we can actually combine two functions. This is like some basic, very basic algebra review. How do you add two fraction? This is the LCM method. We multiply b and d, then a into d and b into c, so ad minus cb. These are the examples, like how do we do all these basic operations for calculations. Okay, let me show you example. Suppose 2 by 3 plus 1 by, or let's say 2 by 3, so let's give here 5 and let's give here 4. So how do we combine, do these things? How do we do LCM? Since 3 and 5 both are prime number actually, so we cannot, there is no common factor between them, so 3 and 5 we have to multiply, so it will be 15. And then if we divide, we can do it directly, like 5 into 2, which means 10, since there is no common thing, that's why. And then 3 into 4, that means 12. This way we can do, or we can think it this way. 15 divided by 3 means 5, 5 into 2 means 10, and then 15 divided by 5 means 3, 3 into 4 means 12. This way also you can think. And then it will be, finally it will be 15 down here, and then 10 plus 12 means 22. So these are like some basic calculation skills. This is the rule. We are just showing you that if anyone needs, you can just review the rule. These are the rules. Dividing rule. When you divide, then actually second number gets flipped. Okay, upper number goes down, down number goes up, or numerator and denominator interchanges. These are the examples. This is another example, like how do you multiply? If something is outside the bracket, you have to multiply both of them by that. This is the rule for parenthesis. Parenthesis means bracket. Bracket and parenthesis, they are same word, same thing. This is called FOIL method of multiplication, which is basically the same thing that you do. We multiply a into b and c first, then d into this thing, then we get some solution. In FOIL method, actually it says that first this number, if anyone is interested, FOIL comes from first, outer, inner, and then last. So it says that first we have to do first and first two number. That means a into b, ab. And then outer means this is the outer number and this is the outer number. C and a, they are outer number. Then this is inner means d and b, they are inner number. Then we have to multiply them. And then last means the last of this one and the last of this one we have to multiply. So this FOIL method basically tells you, like, if you want to do the multiplication in some order, then this is an example of order that you can follow. We can follow. But you can just directly do the multiplication this way also, like a into b plus c first we can do, then d into b plus c we can do also. Both will give you the same answer. Okay, both will give you the same answer. So these are also review, like if anyone is interested, then you can review it. And here comes our topic for actually, which is directly from our book, and this is a major topic actually, but of course it is somewhat related to the combining function, so we actually discussed a bit from this same concept. So what does it mean? Here you will notice that two functions are given. One function number one is this, and then function number two is this. So this is a function and this is another function. So two functions here. Now we are interested to find out fx plus gx is what, fx minus gx is what, or etc etc. We are interested to find out, and we are interested to find out what is the domain of, suppose what will be the domain of f of x plus g of x. So this will be a new function, of course. If we add both of them, if we add this one and this one, then we will get a new function which will be the answer of this thing. What will be the domain of the answer of this line? We are interested to find out, and actually it turns out that this is not difficult. We have to first find out the domain of first function, domain of second function, and our combined functions domain will be the domain of both of them. Both of them we have to include in the domain of the combined function. This is the combined form, fx plus gx, fx minus gx, or multiply or divide. Now these are not the answer. These are not the answer. Of course, for fx we have to write this, and for gx we have to write this. Then if some calculation is possible, we can do the calculation, which I will show in the next slide, how to do calculations related to this kind of thing. But this page is to give you the concept that the domain of the combined function comes from the first function and the second function combinedly. We have to take this one and take one. Both of them we have to take. That will be the domain of the combined function. One more thing is, if there is division, then we have to be, sometimes in some maths, if you solve all of them, we have to be a little bit careful about the division part, because in division part sometimes some new things starts popping up. I mean in the denominator side, so that the denominator is not undefined. We have to make sure that. So in general, the domain of the combined function is the domain of their individual function combined. Okay, both of them we have to write in the domain of the combined function. Let's look with a real example. So yeah, this is said here. So these are the example from our book. It said that in problem this to this, for given function f and g, find out the following, also find the domain. So this is the work. We will try to do one math from here. Let's do first one, 63 number. We'll try to solve a few more during the class time also. So we have to do a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h, etc, etc, a lot of things. So if we try to solve first one, you see fx is given 3x plus 4, gx is given twice x minus 3. So a number, our question is f plus g, that means this plus this. So it will be thrice x plus 4, then plus twice x minus 3. Because this function plus this function, it said that this function plus this function. Now if we add this 3x, this twice x, so total is 5x plus this is 4 minus 1, 3, which means it is 1. So this is the answer of our first part. This is the answer of the first part. And you can see what will be the domain of this. Now the domain of the first function is what? All real number. Domain of the second function is what? All real number. Because there is no restriction here. There is no square root, there is no division. That's why. So the domain of a number will be also all real number. Now b number. B number is subtraction, same thing, but it will be subtraction. So it will be 3 6 plus 4. Then for the minus, we have to give a minus here, give a minus here. Then this is twice x minus 3. But you know that for if we multiply by a minus sign, all the sign inside will be changed. So it will become, so this is minus twice x, then plus 3. Okay, so minus twice x plus 3. So ultimately what we get here is thrice x minus twice x means x. 4 plus 3 is 7. And of course domain is all real number here as well. Now C number. C number is a multiplication. That means this function into this function. So we will have thrice x plus 4 into twice x into twice x minus 3. Now for the purpose of simplification, we can actually multiply it. So if we multiply it, it will become 3x plus twice x means 6x squared. 6x squared. Then 3x minus 3 means minus 9x. Then 4 into twice x means plus 8x. Then 4 into 3 means 12, and there is a negative sign, so positive into negative means negative, so minus 12. And the final solution will become 6x squared minus x minus 12. This is C number. And a domain is of course again all real number. Now D number. Here we have to divide f divided by g, f divided by g. So f means 3x plus 4, g means twice x minus 3. So it will be thrice x plus 4, thrice x plus 4 divided by twice x minus 3, twice x minus 3. Now you see here the domain is not all real number. Since we have some denominator, we have something down here. So we have to look for what value of x these functions become undefined. In other words, for what value of x this value is 0. This twice x minus 3 is 0. And you will notice that twice x minus 3 equal to 0. If you consider twice x minus 3 equal to 0, then twice x equals to 3, then x equals to 3 by 2. That means for x equals to 3 by 2, if x value is 3 by 2, then this function is undefined. So we have to say that x cannot be equals to 3 by 2. Once again I repeat, how do we get this 3 by 2? You can suppose twice x minus 3 equal to 0. Then twice x will be equals to 3. Twice x equals to 3. Then x equals to 3 by 2. Just like for what value of this. That means for D number, domain is all real number other than this, other than 3 by 2. But for A, B, C, all real number. All of them all real number. Now for E number, f plus g of 3. So for E number, that means f plus g is this thing. We have to put 3. We have to put 3. We have to put 3 for this x. So if you put x equal to 3, then what you get? What you get? If you put x equals to 3, this 3, if you put here, then what you get? 3 into 5, that means 15. 15 plus 1, that means it is 16. Okay. Then B number, not B number, this is F number. This is F. So F number, it said that 4, we have to put 4 here. So if we put 4 for this x, then it becomes 4 plus 7, which means 11. And then this is f into g of 2. So we have to put 2 here. Here we have to put 2. So if we put 2 here, 2 is square. 2 is square means 4. 4 into 6 means 24. 24 minus 2 means 24 minus 24 22. Then 22 minus 12, it means 22 minus 12, it means 10. It means 10. Let's check it again. So 2, if we put 2 here, 2 square means 4. 4 into 6, 24, and this is 2, this is 2. So basically, yeah, this is 14. 24 minus 14 equals to 10. Then D number. So here we have to put 1. That means 3 into 1 means 3 plus 4, that means 7. 3 into 1, that means 3 plus 4, that means 7. Now we are doing this part. So then 2 into 1, that means 2. 2 minus 3 equals to minus 1. So it becomes minus 7. It is actually 7 divided by minus 1. So it means minus 7. Oh, this is not D. This is G number. And this is H number. H number. But yeah, we have to put in the D number because D number is division, and here we have to plug in the value. Yeah. So as you can see, 60 number, actually there are quite a lot of work actually we have to do. For 64 number, similarly we have to do all of them, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. For 65, 66, for all of them we have to do this kind of thing. And in the class, during the class time, we will try to solve few more for this kind of calculations. Okay, so that's the thing. This is how we can actually do it. This kind of these maths we will try to solve during our class time, or some new maths also you can choose. You can practice this math. You can practice this maths from 2.1, the same sections that we are talking about. And that's all actually for today. That's all. See you all during the class, and have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.